Hello, and welcome to Michigan International Speedway for the Michigan 40. LEGO Racing Series round number 9 of Season 4, here today for you guys. And should hopefully be a pretty good race. And with that, now for your starting lineup. On the pole today is Julia. Starting second is Lamech Pictures. In third is Annie. Fourth is Zdakla. Fifth is AR-12. Sixth is Jennifer. Seventh is Diecast Racer X. Eighth is Hayden. Ninth is Tyler. 10th is Camille. 11th is Lindsay. 13th is Chris. 12th is Chris. 13th is Fail Race. 14th is Granddad. Now, starting lineup being set, let's get ready for the pace laps for today's race. Of course, 40 laps here at Michigan International Speedway. One of the largest, fastest tracks we go to, aside from the two restrictor plate tracks, being Talladega and Daytona, with 20 plus degrees of banking and long straightaways, making up this 2-mile D-shaped oval. As the cars come up off of turn number 4, green flag is in the air. We're racing in Michigan. Trouble at the back of the pack already. That didn't take long. As it's Fail Race, Granddad, Chris in trouble at the back of the field. Chris will drop 2 spots. Granddad and Fail Race both pick up a spot. And get them reset and get back underway. One lap will be complete on the restart coming up. Hurry him up a little bit since it is a rather long racetrack. Back him down now. Yeah, like I said, 1 lap complete. Julia's still leading. We're back to green. 1 lap complete. 2 laps complete. And trouble for Julia, the race leader in turn 2. Well, in the middle of turns 1 and 2. I'll drop her to the back after winning the pole. And promote Lamech Pictures up to the lead. Last year's champion. Still looking for their first win of the season this year, after dominating in wins last year. Go ahead, hurry him on up again, get back around. Yeah, one of the surprises that Lamech Pictures has not won a race this year. And that AR-12 has won so many. Already with 3 wins, the most of anybody. So we're back to green, 3 laps complete. Four laps complete. Trouble, Chris and Julia. Julia already making up 1 spot after the earlier incident. And get back around. We'll have 5 laps complete on this restart. This race, despite the early incidents, still much better start than last week in Kentucky, which was an absolute mess for the New Year's Classic. But yeah. As I've said before, I mean, anything can happen any given moment in the LEGO Racing Series. Even at tracks that usually don't have too much action, including here at Michigan. We're back to green, 5 laps complete. 6 laps complete. Trouble, bunch of cars, back straight away. Bunch of cars for the two in the back straightaway. Once again, as it seems to be kind of an increasing trend past couple of weeks this year. Cars losing back bumpers and parts and pieces. Haven't seen it so much in the past, we've seen it this year. And since leader's already over there pretty much lined up for the restart, we'll go back to green with 7 laps complete right now. Back to green, 7 laps complete, and caution. Somebody's up. Oh, no one in the bag. That's good. 5 cars involved in that. Once again, last week it was Hayden who was running well throughout the majority of the race, ending up finishing second. This week it seems like Annie's going to be having that sort of run. Currently sitting in second spot behind Lamech Pictures here. Go ahead and hurry him up down the back straightaway. And a lot of the shorter tracks you don't really have to do this, but a lot of these longer tracks it's easier for you guys watching to not just be sitting and talking the whole time. Under caution. Back to green. 8 laps complete. Trouble, well, unfortunately the curse of the commentator is true in the LEGO Racing series. As I was just talking about Annie having a good run, and then no more. She falls off the track over in turn 3. That'll move everyone up spot that was behind her. Slow him back down. Get him set up. Green flag. 9 laps complete. Ten laps complete, and crash front straightaway. Ten laps were complete as the leader did cross the start-finish line before the caution. So we will have 11 laps complete on this restart. Past the quarter distance mark in this race. Back to green. 11 laps complete. 12, 12, 11. 12, 12. Now 12. Try to figure it out. 13 complete. And once again, cars crashing on the front stretch. Granddad looks like he was involved, and he somehow ended up in the middle of the infield. Not so sure. That's not something that normally happens. Don't normally see cars in the middle of the infield after a crash. We will have 14 laps complete on this restart. Back green, 14 laps complete. 15 laps complete. And again, the crash on the front stretch. Involving 4 cars. Looks like Granddad being better off than that one. This car's kind of just piled off into the wall up there just outside of the turn 1. We will have 16 laps complete on this restart. 16? Mm-hmm. Yep, 16 laps will be complete on this restart. Back green, 16 laps complete. Somebody bobbling somewhere in the back. 17 complete. 18 laps complete. And single car crash for Chris on the front stretch. Going down towards turn 1. Finally got a couple green flag laps in there. We'll have, what, 19? Yeah, we will have 19 laps complete on this restart coming up. Yeah, so far, pretty good race. Almost halfway. And last year's champion continuing to lead. Actually, 3 past champions in the top, or 3 past champions all in the top 4 right now. AR12 being the only non-champion in there. Of course, AR12 in their first season. Currently second in points. But can't get any points if the stack was in front of them. Oh, trouble on that restart. So the front end of the push cars come off. And since we really didn't get past the start-finish line there, it'll be pretty much a complete redo of that restart. Yikes, my phone got hit by a car. That's something I never expected to have happen. Oh, it's in my foot. Yeah, my phone just got hit by a race car. Anyways, we are back to green. 19 laps complete. This time, pretty clean restart. 20 laps complete, halfway, and pace car off track again. Push car off track again, I should say. Following the 2-car incident down here on the front stretch, right in front of me. And if you haven't been able to tell already, Push Car's had one of its rougher seasons of getting knocked around in some of these crashes. Oh well, back to green, 21 laps complete. And Granddad having issues. First kind of falling off the racetrack. Well, had a little bit of a period of green flag racing. And now it's kind of turned into a bit of a crash fest, apparently. Well, we'll go back to green here with 22 laps complete. Green flag. Back in the air. 23 laps complete. Whoa, about had another near crash. Had one of those at Homestead last week, 2 weeks ago, a few weeks ago. And now we finally have a crash and Tyler's car is off track for no reason after that. Yeah. Homestead a few weeks ago, Chris had a huge 2-wheel moment down the front straightaway and somehow didn't crash. This week it's Camille doing the same thing, but unfortunately, no, she didn't crash, but there inevitably ended up being a crash a lap later. We will have 24. So we'll have 24 laps complete coming up here. But yeah, Homestead race was absolutely just crazy for no apparent reason. Back to green, 24 laps complete. 25 laps complete. Caution. This could be your 3rd straight week go into a green-white checker finish. Which, that has not happened in a very long time with 2 straight weeks. Well, we've already had 2 straight weeks, I think, if I remember correctly. This will be the 3rd straight week if that does happen. Still a long ways to go. Still a lot of things could happen. Could get a long green flag run to the finish. Who knows? Anyways, we're back to grid. 26 laps complete. 27 laps complete. And trouble, 3 cars. Same 3 cars as earlier, just all basically the same spot. And normally this year, turns 3 and 4 have been the trouble spot at most of our tracks this year, but today it seems like turn 1 and 2 has been the big trouble spot. Kind of different from normal, so let them roll back around. But yeah, of course, Limit Picture is still leading. Fail race. Well, probably shouldn't talk about him since I jinxed him last week. But yeah, back to grid. 27 laps complete. 28 laps complete. Austin. Cars, Granddad, and Camille. And Camille's had, I guess, a bit of a rough today, as the push car has stalled out over there in turns 1 and 2. We'll push and we'll get back going there. But yeah, you'll have 29. 29. Hold on, just an extra pace lap while I'm trying to figure out what lap we're on. But if I'm correct, and I think I am, should have 29 laps complete here. And we're back to grid. 29 complete. And, well, that escalated quickly. Huge crash right after the restart in turn 1 and 2. Quite a few cars involved in that. But doesn't help when you put them behind the push car either. Push car having some issues today. Hurry him back around. And we'll have 30 laps complete here. 10 laps to go. In what has been, so far, a pretty exciting race. Back to green, 30 laps complete. And again, crash, Tyler involved. Or was that afterwards? Huh. Looks like we'll have the same thing happened last week. With Tyler being involved, having that sort of thing, except last week while leading. He was caught up in the aftermath of the crash. He ended up still winning after that was reviewed to be, well, reviewed to be a crash that was well after the caution. This one, while the push car hadn't stopped yet, that was still quite a ways afterwards. But just to be sure, go back, look at the video, and be right back. Okay, so after going back and looking at that a little bit, like last week, as I can do now, and we'll do with some of those questionable incidents. Tyler was off well after the initial incident, which happened right at the entry to turn 1. And push cars should have been stopped far before that secondary incident even took place. So, with that being said, Tyler gets the spot back. We'll go back to green, and we will have 32? And we will have 32 laps complete. $33 laps complete, and how did I still don't think something's right in the lineup. I still think Tyler's in the wrong spot. Oh no, he was there, wasn't he? Yeah, he was there. That's right. Never mind. I was talking to myself. I want to make sure I got that lineup right. And I believe so. So now Fail Race was behind Tyler. Hayden was up ahead of him, I believe. I don't know. I may want to go back and review that as well. So, yeah, I'll go do that really quick and be right back yet again. Yep, lineup's right. So, Hayden was indeed ahead of Tyler. I was right on that. And anyways, back to racing here, and hopefully finish this one out without having me make another video review. I've made enough of them the past 2 weeks. Anyways, we will have 34 laps complete here. And we're back to green. So the picture still leads. And off goes everybody. Although it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, another car lost a bumper piece somewhere. I'll have to go see if I can find that. Let's see if I can go find that for a bumper panel real quick. I don't know where it went. Yeah, Julia lost a bumper somewhere. Green bumper piece. I can't see it. Oh, great. Looks like I'll have to stop the video again to see if I can find a part off of someone's car. Okay, even I'm getting tired with all these stoppages now. I really want to get this race finished. We'll have 35 laps complete on this restart. And hopefully this time, we will be able to make it to the finish without having to stop the video again. Back to green. 35 laps complete. 35. Oh! That's big! AR-12 was only going to lose 1 point to his DACWA. Now going to lose probably a lot after that crash. Late race also. Moves Jennifer up a spot, Hayden up a spot. Hayden looking for back-to-back top 5s. The first time in, I think, his LEGO Racing Series career. Anyways, we'll have 36 later. Yeah, 36 laps complete, back to green. Didn't complete that lap before the caution came out. 37 complete. Caution. And we will have 2 laps to go. This will not be green-white checker attempt number 1. Of course, LEGO Racing Series rules. 3 green-white checkers. On the third one, we're green all the way to the finish. Unless there's a car or piece of something in the way, or unless everyone crashes, then we'll just reset and try again. And yes, there have been races where that has happened. I don't think any of them have been recorded. I think that was race on a road course one time where that happened. But anyways, that will help out this AR-12 just a little bit, getting a few spots back. Still, crash hurt him, and there's still not much time left. Back to green, 2 laps to go. Going down, white flags in the air, but a caution. Of course, white flag lap doesn't matter, as long as there is a crash on the white flag lap and we're unable to take the green under checkered. We will have go to green white checker, so this will be green white checker attempt number 1. And of course, Lana Pictures still leading. Stack we're looking to add on to his points lead quite a bit here, and will likely be the first to go over 100 points for the season here in race 9. Although I know this may not be on the actual website, but there may be a few rule changes coming up soon as far as the points challenge this season. Anyways, back to green, 2 laps to go. White flag in the air, and crash. And AR-12 is going to get lucky again in this crash, pick up a lot of spots. That hurts Diecast Racer X, who's another car kind of high up in the points right now. Currently tied for 3rd in points coming in with Tyler, who's running 5th. And again, Annie, not having an amazing season, but currently 8th in points, back there in the back of the field. Helped out Granddad quite a bit. Hurt Lindsay a lot. Helped out Chris a ton. He made it through that somehow and is, I think, in 7th there? Anyways, this will be green white checker attempt, what, 1? 2? Green white checker attempt number 2? Oh no, this is attempt number 1. The first one was an attempt. The first one was not an attempt. So that was green white checker attempt 2 on this restart. Okay. This was attempt 2. And we will have green white checker attempt number 3 coming up. No, so the 2 laps regulation. That's the first one. This is attempt 2. Next one will be final attempt. And, well, just talking about AR-12, involved in the most recent incident and all the way in the back. Well, that helps out Annie a lot, because now she went from the back of this group up to the lead of this group again. So back and forth racing back in the back of the pack. And on green white checker attempt coming up, it'll just be 2 laps. Push car won't stop unless there's a car or a piece of debris in the way of the track, which would prevent cars from finishing. As long as the track is clear, we will race back to the line. And with that, we're back to green. We're going to check our attempt 3. Final restart here. White flags in the air. Couple cars off. Checkered flag as they cross the line, and well then. Looks like it'll be another review to set the finishing order.
Just on these over here.
As everyone crashed after the checkers again.
Put that right there,
Alright, and after going and reviewing the finishing order here after the crash on the front stretch, here is your official finishing order for the Michigan 40. Your winner, for the first time this season, Lamech Pictures. Finishing second is Dakwa. Third, Jennifer. Fourth was Hayden, with a good run for the second straight week. Fifth was Tyler. Sixth was Fail Race, with a good finish for the first time in a long time. Seventh was Annie. Eighth was Lindsay. Ninth was Diecast Racer X. 10th was Chris. 11th is Julia, pole sitter. 12th was Camille. 13th was Granddad. Grounding out the field in 14th after kind of poor day, AR12. And that's all for me here from Michigan Speedway, Michigan International Speedway. And this has been LEGO Racing Series Season 4, round number 9, the Michigan 40. And until next time, this has been LRS Tyler presenting the LEGO Racing Series. Goodbye.